Hello everyone, so I am Jitendra Tyagi and today we are with Dr. Sagar sir, who is Head of Department in Civil Engineering IIT Ropar. So sir, most welcome on your education's platform. We are here to know about your Civil Engineering Department. So first of all, we want a brief introduction from your side, from where you are and how was your academics from all these things.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sagar. Uh, I'm originally from Pune, Maharashtra. I completed my bachelor's BTech degree from College of Engineering Pune in 2010, and after that I went for my PhD, direct PhD degree. So I was there in Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. I completed my PhD in 2016, and then I applied in IIT Ropar, and I joined here in March 2017. So since then, it's more than 5 years. I'm here currently working as assistant professor in the Department of Civil Engineering, and last year I was also given the charge of the head of the department, Civil Engineering.
So great, sir. First of all, congratulations for this position, for getting this position. And from your introduction, I found a very important and very motivating point. That is, you said you are from direct PhD.
Yes.
You did not go for masters. You directly joined PhD after BTech.
Yes.
So, sir, many students they have a confusion about this. That should they go for direct PhD or should they do masters and then they should go for PhD. So, is there any problem in getting a job after getting direct PhD? So, what is your view on that?
I must say it is a very good opportunity if you can directly get this opportunity to do PhD. Um Currently, uh, if you see the admission process for PhD in Indian Institute of Technologies, all institutes as well as Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, uh, they do offer this direct PhD program. So if you have exceptional record in your BTech, then you can get this opportunity to do PhD, directly start your PhD, after your BTech. Now there are two things in that. We have the admissions happen in two ways. One, for IIT graduates, there is a uh, clause that if they have a particular CGPA, I guess it is above 8, then they don't need even the GATE exam to get into the direct PhD program. However, for other students, I think from apart from the CFTIs, they have to appear for GATE exam. So GATE score is also required. But this is something which is a regular kind of a thing, and we get many applications, both in a direct PhD as well as regular PhD mode. Uh, so I think if you go for direct PhD, you might uh, you might face some difficulties in initial years. That is my personal experience. But over the time, you can get acquainted with all the the requirements that are that you need to fulfill to get the PhD and all that. But overall, I can say it is very encouraging environment that we have in IITs as well as in IISc, where you can actually go for direct PhD. And as far as the job opportunities are concerned, they are the same actually for any PhD. It's like you are having a PhD, so there is nothing like it's whether it is direct or after
Masters.
your masters. Yeah.
Okay, so that is a very important point. Now, sir is confirming that you will get same job opportunities. Those who have a master's plus PhD, the whatever they will get, you will also get. So you can opt for direct PhD options. Okay, so thank you, sir, for this important information. Now we want to know about your Department of Civil Engineering. What was the objective of developing this department here? I think you are the main founding member of making this department.
Well, we started in 2016. Uh, so we had our founding head of the department, Professor Kashyap. He retired from IIT Roorkee and he joined here as visiting professor. So under his leadership we started, and then we had first two recruits actually along with him. So that way the department officially kind of initiated in 2016. In 2017 I joined in water resources group. So yes, I was fourth I think that time. So it has been a wonderful journey since then. Currently we have around 15 faculty members. We have some inspire faculty members as well. So we have developed uh, many labs. We have around 8 labs in our department. So I think within 3 to 4 years of since inception, we could develop all the labs, and at the present moment, we have many state-of-the-art equipments. In fact, there are some equipments which are very unique, uh, which are having very unique nature that you will not find in many of the CFTIs as well. So that thing we have developed keeping in mind the needs of the surrounding regions. So we work when we started this department, we had identified some thrust areas, mainly the in the fields of water resources and climate change. Then we had water quality related aspects. Then earthquake engineering and traffic management. So these are some of the thrust areas. And as you all know, there are some prominent verticals in civil engineering. There are six to be precise. One is, ranging from say structural engineering, water resources engineering, environment engineering. We have geotechnical engineering, geomatics, and transportation engineering. So these verticals are of course part of civil engineering. I'm very happy to share that we have all these verticals here. We have representation of faculty members in each of these, and this is something that we had ensured from the beginning, because at the BTech level, the students should get a sense of all these verticals, in their BTech time. So that was the motive behind that. And as I mentioned, the thrust areas. So we, our research that we have we do here, it is mostly in line with those thrust areas. So you'll find many faculty members here who are working on unique problems, which are ranging which are from this local area of Punjab, as well as regional, in the North India, and some of the problems that the faculty members are handling are also at even national and international importance. So far it's a very good journey for us, and we are really hoping to reach new achieve new milestones actually in coming future. So
Okay. Sir, let me ask you one question, please. You have done PhD, sir, and what is your research area? In which area you have done this?
okay. So I my PhD was in the field of water resources engineering. It's part of civil engineering.
Okay.
In water resources, my specialization is in surface water hydrology. So my expertise is in the field of prediction of hydroclimatic extremes. So hydroclimatic extremes, they involve floods, droughts, as well as extreme rainfall. So that is where I do
Okay.
my research.
Sir, we have some students who thinks like that ki in civil engineering, mostly civil engineering is related to the buildings, constructions and all that. But now at time we say there's artificial intelligence is there, 3D printing is there, and geo environment, forensic, geotechnical. And so in this area, sir, this water resources engineering area, so is there any career opportunity if someone wants to pursue MTech or PhD in this area, and he or she doesn't be वो फैकल्टी की पोजीशन में नहीं आना चाहता, वो किसी कंपनी में अगर सर वो कोई काम करना चाहता है, इंडस्ट्रीज में कोई काम करना चाहता है, सो इज देयर एनी कैरियर अपॉर्चुनिटी?
Well, I'll answer it in two parts. The
ओके.
first part is in general for all civil engineering students. Basically, in my opinion, what needs to be understood at this moment is that the basic civil engineering has not changed. It is the same. What has changed is the different challenges that we have in current times as far as civil engineering infrastructure is concerned. To name a few, uh, we have some natural challenges and we have some artificial ones, man-made ones. Natural, see climate change, for example, right?
Okay.
So our water resources, especially, they are getting affected because of that. In environment sciences, these pollutions, all those things, they are related to temperature changes and all that. So, uh, so these are natural problems that we have, and man-made means the requirements that we have currently. It's not civil engineering is not only about building, some constructing some building or some dam or something like that. Now it is more like constructing the buildings or any infrastructure for that matter, keeping in mind the requirements
Okay.
of the people who are going to reside in those infrastructures. Okay, so that has made civil engineering more, I think, challenging and complex. And the way ahead, in my opinion, is that we should make sure that civil engineering, I mean, in the conventional problems that we have, that are there, but at the same time, the unorthodox problems that we are now facing, those needs to be uh, kind of addressed by using this different state of the art techniques that you just discussed. So now the second question that you asked was about the use of AI, machine learning techniques, and all that in water resources. So let me tell you one thing. These are these computational techniques which are there. They have utility in all the specializations of civil engineering. Now, in water resources, in my domain, if you see, we do flood forecasting.
Okay.
So it's a quite challenging, complex problem.
Yeah.
And any natural process, if you want to define it using, by doing some mathematical modeling or something, there are many restrictions. With the advent of AI, machine learning techniques, and all that, we can get we can actually understand these processes in much greater depths, and that's why you would see most of the civil engineers nowadays, they are actually working in this field. They are making use of this tools and all.
Okay. So basically means this career opportunity is related to this artificial intelligence also. Without knowing the basic concepts, तो artificial intelligence कभी इस field में फिर हम use नहीं कर पाएंगे सर.
See, now to that I would answer it like this. We have in the current times, as the problems are very complex, we always work in teams. Okay, we should have, first of all, we should have expertise. This is, I would say, this is the era of specialization. I said there are very many verticals in civil engineering, right? So there are many career opportunities available, provided that you should have these specializations. Of course, at BTech level there are BTech level jobs. At MTech there are MTech level jobs, and at PhD level there are PhD level jobs. So, but in this modern times, I think the more focus is nowadays is on specializations, and I can go actually further. It is more now an interdisciplinary kind of a thing. So within this specialization also there is a combined effort is required sometimes to address certain problems. For example, if there is a bridge construction that is going to be there, or a highway construction is going to be there,
Right.
so there will be obviously places where you will be having some rivers going across. So obviously water resources will also get in.
Will.
Structural engineering also there. Transportation is also there. And because these problems are now complex, you need expertise in all these fields.
And all these
And it is very
fields.
difficult to have the expertise simultaneously in all these fields. So experts are always very focused kind of people. Okay.
Okay.
So
Thanks,
this is
sir.
how one should.
ओके सर, एक और क्वेश्चन माइंड में आ रहा है कि सर कुछ स्टूडेंट्स का सपना होता है आईआईटी में जाने का, सम बट कुछ स्टूडेंट्स अनलकली यू कैन से कि गेट में रैंक अच्छी नहीं आती, आईआईटी जेई क्रैक नहीं कर पाते हैं, सो वो चांसेस खो देते हैं. सो इज़ देयर एनी वे कि हाँ जो स्टडी आईआईटी में हो रही है क्या उनको कहीं और भी मिल सकती है लाइक दैट?
Right. So now you must be aware of the platform NPTEL.
Yes.
So that's very uh, I mean, that has revolutionized, I think, this entire teaching in India, engineering field,
Field,
if you
yes.
see. So what it offers is the students from any engineering college can actually go through these lectures for free,
Okay.
and they can actually learn these concepts. So in a way, it is like the knowledge is kind of free now, and students would be able to take advantage of the expertise that we have available in IITs. So it's a very important and very encouraging kind of a scenario, and which government has done. So we have lectures recorded in NPTEL in various aspects, or in all the engineering departments actually.
Okay.
So that would be really helpful if students can go for this kind of
सो बेसिकली NPTEL इज़ अ वे जिससे कि स्टूडेंट्स देख सकता है यूट्यूब के ऊपर फ्री के अंदर वो IITs के जितने भी लेक्चर्स है वो इसमें लेक्चर्स को देख सकता है किसी भी टाइम पे, है ना. ओके सर, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दिस कि दिस NPTEL कोर्स which is offering in YouTube channel is in what sense we can say this is going to be helpful for for cracking any competition exam? Is there any?
Okay. So NPTEL, you get there are many courses on that. Okay, so it's a huge range. So some UG level courses are there, some PG level courses are there, and so on. So it depends. If you are undergraduate student, obviously your aim, and if your aim is supposed to go for, uh, I mean, not for say GATE exam or something like that. So that time the students can go through the appropriate lectures, which are related to their subjects, and build their knowledge based on that. That can be really helpful actually.
Okay, sir.
So, sir, nowadays we have seen that many professors in different IITs, they also run their own YouTube channels.
Okay.
So, do you have some YouTube channel?
No, at this moment I don't have. No.
Okay. So now, suppose some students want to join this college for MTech or PhD. So, what are your expectations from such students that they should be good in these subjects, at least these areas?
Well, I can talk for my department.
Yes.
So the admissions that we uh, offer here, especially at the say PG and PhD level, that's what I think you are asking.
Yes, sir.
So PG level admissions happen through GATE examination. So it's a centralized system. Uh, we have a ranking, and based on that, we receive students. So in our civil engineering department, we have currently two masters program that are running. So we have one program in MTech in water resources engineering and environment. So I was talking about interdisciplinary aspect of it. So environment and water resources together we have merged there. And another program that we have started is in MTech in structural engineering and geomechanics. So there we have structural engineering and geotech group together. So these are two unique programs actually that we are offering. And as I mentioned, the admissions to these programs are through GATE examination. Second, about PhD students, if you see, we conduct interviews twice a year. We do have some special drives as well for category students, where we try to get, where we try to hold separate recruitment drive for them. So minimum two are there every semester. We have that, and in that we expect. Generally, we conduct interviews. Of course, first we scrutinize all the applications. We set some criteria for shortlisting candidates for the interviews, simply because the numbers, it is too overwhelming if you
Yes.
see that. So we have to put some criteria, and then the selected students, shortlisted students, we invite them for interviews. Because of COVID, we were doing it online mode. Even this year also we have done online, but yeah, again we will of course switch to the offline mode, preferably like, probably in the next from next semester or next year. So there in the interview, if you see, what we expect is, so we know the background of the students. If they are from BTech, obviously they are appearing for say direct PhD. So that time we try to judge uh, whether the students have understanding about whatever they have actually learned in their BTech. Most of the times, if you see in these interviews, we ask the student only that what is the topic that you would like to discuss, and then we ask some questions just to uh, gauge some idea about like whether how the student is actually thinking. It's not about answering everything. It's about the approach most of the times. You cannot expect the students to really talk about their research work and all that. So it is mostly for BTech students. It will be mostly from their BTech curriculum only. For PG students, because they have exposure of 2 years and some background of research, because they do a project as well in their last year, we generally ask questions from their project works, and we also ask them if they have anything in mind as far as their research work is concerned. Of course, that may not be uh, final, but still we just want to judge whether the student is what exactly the thinking about of the student is about the topic that he or she is choosing. So yeah, and the other thing is like we ask questions from their master's coursework.
ओके।
Okay.
सर एक क्वेश्चन आपके इसी जो आपने आपने बताया यहीं से मेरे माइंड में क्लिक किया है कि जैसे कोई स्टूडेंट सर एम टेक करना चाहता है किसी भी आईआईटीज के अंदर उसका इंटरव्यू है एम टेक के लिए सपोज दैट दिस वाटर रिसोर्स इंजीनियरिंग जस्ट एज्यूम सो बी टेक उसने सिविल से किया और एम टेक वो करना चाहता है वाटर रिसोर्स इंजीनियरिंग में सो माइंड में क्वेश्चन आता है कि वट टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन हैज बीन आस्क्ड ना फ्रॉम द इंटरव्यूअर सो बेसिकली अभी आपने जो बताया कि बीटेक वाले जो स्टूडेंट्स 4 साल का कोर्स करके आए तो हम बेसिकली उनसे उसके बैकग्राउंड से पूछते हैं
Yes.
कि वट ही स्टडीज इन ईयर 4 ईयर कोर्स ड्यूरेशन बट जो रिसर्च एरिया से क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं वो एम टेक जो कर चुके हैं उनसे पूछे जाते हैं बिकॉज
Obviously.
बेसिकली वो इंक्लूड सो बीटेक वाले जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो एम टेक के लिए आए हैं वाटर रिसोर्सिंग में तो क्या ये स्पेसिफिक है कि उनसे सिर्फ वाटर रिसोर्स से रिलेटेड ही पूछा जाएगा या वो ये भी एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं कि क्वेश्चंस कैन बी आस्क्ड फ्रॉम एनीवेयर सो शुड दे प्रिपेयर फ्रॉम ऑल द सब्जेक्ट लाइक दैट
See, first of all, the BTech students, they have overall idea about all the specializations of civil engineering. Okay, so throughout their course structure, if you
course
see, you will see transportation, structural, water, geotech, and all. So
yes
all specializations will be there. And as I mentioned earlier, also the basics generally don't change, of course. So there is a possibility sometimes we might ask from other domains as well. But of course, it's a two-way kind of interaction mostly. Whenever there's a discussion happens with the student, students answer some questions, they skip some questions, and we try to generally formulate questions based on whatever they are answering. So it's not a well-defined kind of approach that we have, while interviewing these students. But yes, BTech students, we expect them at least to know the basics, similar as the case in the GATE exam. When they appear for that, they are supposed to know all the subjects that are there in civil engineering. It is similar to that only. I mean, if they have that background, they students should be able to answer. I mean,
okay well
for
just basic
PhD,
questions you will ask
for PG, yeah, it becomes very specific.
yeah
Level of questions also would change. And as I said, we uh, preferably start with the research work that we have already done. So yeah.
So, sir, now please tell us about the career opportunities which are available to the civil engineering students in of MTech, PhD, or BTech here.
Well, in civil engineering, if you see the general perception is there that career opportunities are basically less, something like that. I actually don't believe in that. What I believe is we have career opportunities at BTech level. We have different career opportunities at PG level, and different career opportunities at PhD level. Now, in today's world, as I said, civil engineering problems have become challenging. So, what had changed? If you see the overall initiative, different government initiatives, for example, we're talking about, say, smart cities. We're talking about the Sagarmala project and all that. We're talking about this expressways that we are constructing.
Yes.
So all these are modern challenges, uh, and I mean these need some exposure to some specialized kind of a learning, right? So if I want to say that, if you just consider the BTech students, they have a particular set of opportunities where they can actually contribute. And MTech students, when it comes, obviously they will be having opportunities from their
Specific domain.
specialization, right? Same with the PhD students. So opportunities are ample. These problems have, with the advent of this AI, machine learning, all these tools, uh, I think there is no dearth of opportunities for the students. Its only thing is, like, you have to excel whatever you learn. So at BTech level, MTech level, PhD level, uh, so there is a hierarchy, obviously, right? So if you have a expertise in particular area, there is a high chance that you get selected in those highly sought after companies or something like that. So it depends on that, but
So,
opportunities are there. Yes.
any rough idea about the placements records of
Right.
last year's here?
So last year we have, I think, more than 75% students who got placed from our BTech, and PG programs we have started, I think, 2 years back, and most of the PG students, they convert their uh, the masters to, they are more interested into being into PhD and all that. So just to give you an example, like our first batch of water resources and environment, that master's program, half of the batch actually went for, some of them are here doing their PhD, some of them are in other institutes, they are pursuing their PhDs and all that. So, like, so if you see in a nutshell, the opportunities are there. There are ample opportunities, and students are getting that.
So, sir, now please tell us about the internship facility available at civil engineering department. Any student from any state government college, any engineering college, if they want to do, yeah, if they want to do internship here in summer or winter, so do you provide such facility?
एक मिनट बाहर देखिए.
Yeah, I am asking about internship, sir.
Okay.
Do you provide internship facility to the students of different engineering colleges?
Right. So, okay. So this is generally the guidelines are that we receive from the central administration. Okay. So at the Department of Civil Engineering, yes, we offer internship positions. Our faculty members, they are actively participating in these programs. We also received candidates from many institutes in India, right across the country. Uh, so nowadays, because it is kind of a part of the curriculum that you have to do internship, external internship, and so on. So we receive so many applications actually. So most of the times, what we need to do is we need to again shortlist the candidates, and sometimes even interview them before we offer the positions. But yeah, because of course, whatever number of seats that are available for us, we definitely offer that, and we will get the students also.
Okay. And now, sir, in this civil engineering department, is there any foreign collaboration?
Okay. Okay. So again, the the research collaborations, at this moment we have at individual faculty levels. Okay.
Okay.
And at the institute levels, they do encourage this inter institute PhD programs. So there are, for example, IIT Ropar, IIT Mandi joint PhD program is there. IIT Ropar, Dalhousie University, Canada, they have this. This program is also there. Uh, I mean, we already had. I mean, of course, this is a very recent one that I'm talking about. We already had two workshops with Dalhousie University, especially. So, of course, these opportunities are there. We have some universities from Australia also. So, all these MOUs are generally happen at the IIT level, and we always get that encouragement to have the joint, projects or PhD students with these institutes. And I mean, currently, because our research has, I would say, already, I mean, it's in the still in the nascent stage, but I mean, that to say, like we already have more than 60 PhD students. But as I said, we have started in 2016. Uh, we are, I mean, of course, exploring this, and definitely we'll be having more representation. In our masters, we have international representation. Same thing with our PhD also. We have some PhD students from, I mean, some international PhD students. So that kind of a collaboration is going on, and we all are very hopeful actually to have more number of students who will be working in these kind of projects.
Okay, so sir, now my last question is, you have good facilities available here, okay, and many faculties are also there. So, by using these facilities, do you address the local problems or regional problems or national real world problems?
Well, it is actually the mandate that IIT should address the complex problems of the local area, region, regional issues as well as the national issues. Here in civil engineering department, uh, we are addressing these issues. For example, just to highlight a few, we are preparing state action plan for water resources for the state of Punjab as well as Haryana. We recently received the, I mean, request even to do it for Delhi as well as Himachal. We are also involved in designing some lift irrigation schemes here for Punjab state. We are also working on many projects which are related to the dams which are there in Punjab. For example, Bhakra Dam, Sagar Dam, and so on. Not only that, we also have some national level projects as well. So faculty members are indulged into these kind of sponsored research as well as consultancy projects, and of course these are important because uh, these by when we get experience of handling these kind of complex problems, and when we teach in the class, there is a very high chance actually that whatever wisdom that the faculty members get while doing these sponsored projects and all, that can get percolated in the teaching, which is actually
Yes.
very important for the students.
Yes.
They should be made aware about the actual problems that are being faced by the authorities, concerned authorities, for example, some dam authority or some relating to housing or something like that. So this is something that is very important, I think, and I think IITs are actually supposed to handle the complex problems because
Yes.
these are very site-specific problems that I'm talking about. Okay, these are not general problems, and they are also helpful for the students. Sometimes the students also get involved. We also conduct many workshops for the nearby institutes where people, faculty members or the officials, they come here for a week or something like that, and that gives some opportunity for them to explore different facilities that we have here in IIT, and also to kind of showcase our capabilities also, like so if they get any problem, obviously they should know like where to approach and all.
Great, sir. Great. So, it was very informative session with you, sir, and you answered all the questions very politely, and this will help a lot of students. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks,
Sir,
thank you
my
so
last
much.
Yeah.
question:
Okay.
anything you want to share with students who feel demotivated during their competition exam? So, what your advice to them?
I mean, yeah, I'm very small person actually to talk about that, but yeah, my experience is uh, whatever happens, one should accept that, and there are many opportunities that will come. Getting into IIT, that is one thing, of course. I mean, but other thing is like you can always, uh, work hard, try hard to get into IITs or these eminent institutes, even in the later stages. Uh, so I believe you will get your chance. Just try to do your hard work, and don't think about much about the failures. Just learn from them. That's the only advice
या
that I have.
मतलब फेलियर्स आते हैं सिखाने के लिए ही आते हैं,
Exactly.
सो वी मस्ट लर्न फ्रॉम द फेलियर्स. ओके सर, थैंक यू सर फॉर गिविंग यू टाइम.
Thank you.
ओके, थैंक्स सर.